Hey guys, I am here to get into Fargo, which is directed by the Coen brothers, released in the year 1996, and this is just one of the absolute greatest of crime, just comedy, kind of just it's like a crime comedy, basically, a very offbeat kind of crime comedy. As it just, yeah, I saw this when I was around 17. I thought this was instantly one of the most groundbreaking, most interesting, most layered, fascinating, and entertaining, intense kind of films ever made in a lot of ways. It just kind of involves like a lot of Quentin Tarantino influence and kind of like like David Lynch influence, but the countryside kind of small town kind of perspective around a very intense thriller and around a lot of quirkiness in between and the characterization. It's like a product that's very fascinated by awkward depths and dark comedy and just grounded surrealism. The characters here just are some of the absolute greatest. Francis McDormand's just an all-time favorite, and it's just a very unique kind of foundation this project lays out all throughout. Just seems like before this, it's like building up to Fargo. There was like like Blood Simple Racing Heroes, like their '80s era, like the intense stories of Blood Simple, like Brothers Crossing, Barton Fink, and then kind of like screwball comedy perspective with like Raising Arizona, Hudsucker Proxy. Here they kind of just combine all of that, and they just found a really extremely entertaining and just rich display all throughout. It's just a wonderful kind of screwball perspective. Yeah, a lot of very shocking moments all throughout. Also, and like it's full of awkward humor, like all throughout. This is just incredibly original, and it's in the way that um, it kind of just it feels like a satirical because the story is absolutely ridiculous. It's like a very like it's just like a very absurd kind of story to begin with, and just to see it all like, escalate as far as it does, it's just very insane and very surreal. Ultimately. Um, yeah, I think this is just one of my all-time favorites. And cinematography just has a wonderful emotional kind of directing value about it, which just explores like characters who are like kind of spiritually connected in this world, and it's like almost like a bit of a good, bad, and ugly formula, which the Coens often like to look at, and like almost like a modernist kind of sense, you could say. They're very much like kind of just seeing how it's a kind of a deadbeat kind of perspective ultimately. Um, yeah, you kind of have like particularly in this case, like the good in Francis McDormand, and you have like the bad and Stevie Buscemi of Peter Stormare, and the ugly and William H Macy, and it's just a masterpiece from start to finish, as it displays just characters who are just. It's very insane how all this is written. Very dark sense of humor, and that's really the screenplay that just makes it land so much. It's just an incredible screenplay, and it just kind of explores all kinds of numerous angles with a very authentic kind of lens. Um, the project strongly, like, just also seems like a lot of foreshadowing nowadays to like a lot of what Wes Anderson's onto. Also, it's just like that screwball dark humor around like just an absurd kind of scenario all around. Very insane, and they've always been very surreal to me how the film opens up claiming it's a true story, but I mean, I don't think it actually is. It's like it's just part of the atmosphere. I think the film is going for it. Very unpredictable, anything goes kind of wavelength. I like this pacing of this a lot. It's like we're wonderfully paced, but it's really fast paced, fast moving, and all the same. Um, yeah, these shots are just these scenes are so endlessly rewatchable, timeless, and again, this often is hilarious. Like this film is all right. Like it's a warped kind of depiction, but it is ultimately hilarious. It displays a lot of interesting kind of psychopathy. You can say the bad and the ugly, particularly. It's like wow, it's like a literal sense of psychopathy in their own ways, and it just explores just incredible characterization and just one of my all-time favorite projects. It also feels very influential now. I look at like a lot of Twin Peaks, which must have been very influential towards this as well. Silence of the Lambs. Um, yeah, I really love this project from start to finish. It's strongly recommended.